everybody, this is Nick the Enlightened here for the third game of my run of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. And if you saw the last game, I had quite the incredible win. I managed to win $100,614, which brought my two-game winnings total to $119,014 overall. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. It was a huge improvement from my first game where I only won $18,400. Although, of course, that wasn't really just due to my big Final Jeopardy drop. But anyway, though, let's see if I can keep the good fortunes up and continue my run here with this third game.
Jeopardy,
and of course, obviously increase my winnings even more. Well, let's get in the game and find out what's going to happen. I certainly would like to keep this good fortune going.
This is
Jeopardy!
Please welcome our...
As usual, Kitty and Samuel are opponents. Let's see what our categories are for the regular Jeopardy round.
Categories for you. Literature. Meet the Robinsons. Greek alphabet soup. Animals. When did it happen? And countries by newspaper. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue.
Let's start with literature 1000.
Press the... Even Grendel would love Seamus Heaney's new translation of the Anglo-Saxon epic about this title geek.
Who's Beowulf, I think?
Okay, player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding... That is correct.
Alright.
You get to pick again, player 1.
Alright, Meet the Robinsons 1000. I'll just go in order here.
Emmanuel Goldenberg was the real name of the Robinson who used this first name on the stage. Yes, player 1.
What is... Engelbert? Oh, no. Not quiet.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 3.
Eric? No, well, that narrows it down.
Anyone else? Let's hear it. Player 2.
It was Edward.
That's right. Way to go. Player 2. Back to you.
Meet the Robinsons for 200.
In 1947, he shattered baseball's color line.
Who's Jackie Robinson?
It's player 1. Yep. We return
Greek
to you,
alphabet soup for 1000.
This Swiss watch company was founded by Louis Brandt in 1848. Yes, player 1.
What is Omicron? No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Maybe it's Omega, which would have been... I thought of Omega, but I don't know. For some reason, I just thought Omicron was the better guess.
No.
I knew it couldn't be Lambda.
Anyone else?
So yeah, the correct answer in this case is Omega. Should have just gone with it, but oh well.
Player 3. That's it. Hey, you're on the plus side. Choose again. Player 3.
400 for Meet the Robinsons.
Like a famous mister of song, it was the nickname of tap dancer Bill Robinson. Player 1.
What is, Bojangles? Alright.
Select again.
Animals 1000.
Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a badger?
Right you are. Good. Back on the side. Player
when
1.
did it happen 1000?
King John affixed his seal to the Magna Carta at Runnymede in June of this year.
I believe it was 1215.
Yes, player 1.
Yep.
You are correct. You again, player 1.
Countries by newspaper 1000.
Jelens Posten, Politiken. Player 1.
What is Germany? No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Maybe it's Sweden.
Here's the response we were looking for. Denmark.
Denmark, okay.
Please pick again, player 1.
Now I'll go in opposite order, although Meet the Robinsons is already almost done. Countries by newspaper 800.
Haaretz, Ma'ariv. It's player 1.
What is, Iraq?
Sorry.
Not off to a very good start this game.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2.
Iran.
That's not it.
Oh, wow, it's actually the one I didn't think
Any
it
other
was.
takers?
I did not think it was Israel
Player
at all.
3?
But I guess it is.
Good. Player 3.
Countries by newspaper 200.
The Sydney Morning Herald, the Queensland Independent.
I believe that's, what is Australia?
It's player 1. Yeah, good. Great, you're back into it now.
Second time.
Player
Alright,
1.
when did it happen? 800.
The Sons of Liberty threw one heck of a tea party in Boston on December 16th of this year.
What's, 1773?
Yes, player 1. Right. Please pick again. Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-tooth relative. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the mastodon?
Correct.
I definitely did not
You
think it was
again,
the
player
guanodon. Greek alphabet for 800.
1970's #1 hit for Helen Reddy. Okay, player 1.
What is, Delta Dawn?
Yeah.
Alright. Robinson's for
Player
800.
1. In 1951, he defeated Jake LaMotta to become middleweight boxing champ. Player 1.
Who is Sugar Ray Robinson? I think I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
That is correct. Selecting
Literature 8.
modern novels with biblical titles include Jane Hamilton's The Book of Ruth and Toni Morrison's Song of Hymn. Okay, player 1.
Song of Solomon?
You got it.
Yeah, that definitely made sense.
Player 1, back to you for our next
Alright,
selection.
I'll start picking randomly. You know what, just to get out of the way, let's do, Meet the Robinsons for 600.
This Motown legend co-wrote My Girl and Tears of a Clown. Yes, player 1.
Who is, Smokey Robinson? Alright.
Correct. You get to pick again, player 1.
Animals for 6.
Got one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your Humane Society to make sure it's legal.
What's a skunk?
It's player 1. That's correct. Choose again, player 1.
Literature 600.
People from the past appear to a brother and sister in Rewards and Fairies by this author of The Jungle Book.
Who's Rudyard Kipling?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. We return to you, player 1.
Alright, country 600.
Avanti, Il Messaggero.
And I know if Ray sees this video, he's gonna see me if I don't say what is Italy.
Yes.
Alright, I was just gonna say he's gonna kill me if I don't say what is Italy. Alright, Greek alphabet 600.
It's the Daily Double. You are in first place. What are you going to wager?
It is early on. I could bet it all and take a risk, but I'm actually going to play it safer just because it's not a category I'm extremely comfortable in, and just go, $35.99.
All right, here's your clue. These waves of roughly 7 to 13 hertz are associated with relaxation and creativity in the brain.
What are, alpha waves?
Congratulations, you're still in first.
Probably should have gone all in, but it's okay.
Player 1.
When did it happen?
Pick again,
600.
please. Bastille Day in France commemorates an event on this date in 1789.
What's, July 14th?
Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Choose again, player 1.
All right. 200 for Greek alphabet soup.
She became the advertising global spokeswoman for T-Mobile in 2002. Player 1?
Who is Catherine Zeta-Jones?
That's correct.
That's the only name on there I recognized.
Select again.
400 animals.
Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space. It's player 1.
What are, monkeys? No.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response.
Dogs, okay. Yeah, that probably might have been my next guess.
You get to pick again, player 1.
All right, we're gonna do literature 400.
19th century author, known for writing about a venerable mansion with 7 acutely peaked gables. Okay, player 1.
Who is Herman Melville?
Sorry.
No, maybe it's Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Any other takers? The correct response is Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Player 1, back to you.
All right, 200 when did it happen?
Kelly will present this clue.
JFK won the presidential nomination at the Democratic National Convention in this year.
What's 1960?
Yes, player 1. Hey, you're right. Please pick again, player 1.
All right, so I basically have to choose which category I want to finish off now. I will finish off Greek alphabet soup.
In this type of testing, electronic equipment is subjected to the real-world conditions in which it'll be used. It's player 1.
What is beta? I should know that one.
Good for you. Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
All right, finishing off animals.
Here's Kelly to start us off.
1 in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
Player 1.
What is the Amazon?
Correct. Player 1.
When did it happen?
Pick again. The U.S. declared war against Spain on April 25th of this year.
Remember the Maine.
Let's hear it.
That would be
player 1.
1898.
That's it. We return to you, player 1.
All right, let's finish off literature.
In chapter 52 of this novel, a boisterous crowd is gathering for Fagin's execution. Okay, player 1.
What is Oliver Twist?
That's correct.
All right.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. The Shizuoka Shimbun. The Nikkan Ubejiho.
What's Japan?
Yes, player 1.
All right.
Right.
Well, once again, I'm off to a pretty good start. I did actually have a bit of a rough start at the beginning because I was missing quite a few clues at the beginning, but I still rebounded quite a bit and I've now got a hefty lead, so hopefully I can keep that up.
Happens in Double Jeopardy with these
So let's see what the categories are.
Players. Ends in U.
Oh.
Brutus. Sports quote.
Oh, God, I'm not going to get anything in that one.
Founding fathers.
I'll get something, maybe a couple on that one, though.
And math terms.
All right, a couple of these categories I feel
Hey,
good
it's
about,
anyone's
others
game,
not
and
so
player
much.
2,
Math terms for
you get to
400.
select first. With a name meaning many angles, these shapes may or may not be convex. Player 1.
What are, decagons? No, maybe it's polygons.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Only reason I thought deca is because I know that deca means 10. So, I don't know, maybe that just kind of threw me off a little bit.
Here's the correct response. Polygons.
Yeah, I should have just gone with polygons, but it's okay.
You again, player 2.
Our founding fathers for 400.
Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
The southwest wall of the Thomas Jefferson Memorial displays an excerpt from this document, of which Jefferson was the primary author.
What's the Declaration of Independence?
Let's hear it, player one. Yeah! Right you are. Player one, you can begin, please.
Calling All Angels 2000. We'll just see what this is about.
It's the title of Tony Kushner's Pulitzer-winning play.
I don't know this one. I'm not going to take a chance on it unless someone else buzzes in.
It's player three.
Angel of the Morning? No.
That's
all right, well, I got a 50-50 chance, so
with a correct response?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, player one.
We know it's not Angel of the Morning. What is, City of Angels?
Nope.
Ah, dang it. Well, I narrowed it down for Katie.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player two.
Angels in America.
Good. On the plus side.
Should have just backed off.
We return to you, player.
Calling All Angels for 400.
Capelli d'Angelo is an Italian food term for a type of this. Let's hear it, player one.
What is, Angel Food Cake?
Sorry, that's...
Probably Angel Hair Pasta.
Any other takers? Here's what we were looking for. Angel Hair Pasta.
Should have figured since that is an Italian food.
You again, player two.
Calling All Angels 800.
That every soul has one of these is not an article of faith, but St. Jerome says it is the mind of the church. Okay, player one.
What is a Guardian Angel? Yeah, I figured.
You get to pick again, player
one. Alright, let's try Math Church for 2000.
From the Latin for across, it's the property that says that if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C.
Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Player one.
What is the transitive property?
Good for
Oh,
you.
thank goodness. I had it between two, and thankfully I picked the right one.
Player one, pick again.
Ooh, ends in U for 2000.
These Bantu-speaking people make up the largest language group in the Republic of South Africa.
Heck if I know.
It's player two.
The kudzu? No.
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I still don't have a clue, though, so unless Samuel also gets it wrong, I'm staying out.
Here's what we wanted. The Zulu.
The Zulu, okay.
Player one, back to you for our next selection.
I'm probably gonna regret this, but sports quote for 2000. Ooh. I was hoping there would not be a Daily Double there.
First of the Daily Doubles. You are currently in the lead. Decide on your wager, player one.
5,000 only. Oh, no, not max, not max. Should have percent. Alright. 5,000, that's it. Alright.
Answer this. At a dinner, Redskins running back John Riggins begged this Supreme Court justice, "Baby, loosen up."
Who is Sandra Day O'Connor? Okay, thank goodness. That was just a wild guess.
Choose again, player one.
Once again, could have gotten all, but whatever. Founding Fathers 2000.
Before he was on the $10 bill, this first Treasury Secretary was one of the 39 signers of the Constitution.
Who is Alexander Hamilton?
Okay, player one. That is correct. Select again.
Brutus 2000. Woo.
Sir, the second Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. How much are you going to wager, player one?
Alright. 98-64, because why not?
Answer. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops.
Who is Octavian?
Even
Ah,
though you are still in the... We're talking about Pompey.
Pompey. Ooh. So it was actually not the two I thought it could be
Please pick
between.
again, player one.
Well, I lost some ground on that, but it's okay. Our founding fathers for 16.
On April 24th, 1778, this naval hero captured the Drake, the first British ship defeated in war by an American ship. Yes, player one.
Who is John Paul Jones? Alright.
Player one, back to you.
1600 for math terms.
From the Greek for worthy, this kind of statement is also called a postulate. It's player one.
Let's say, theorem? No.
Anyone else? The correct response is an axiom.
An axiom. That was my next guess.
We return to you, player one.
Ends in U for 16.
This world capital is located about 180 miles southeast of Miami. Player one?
What is, Nassau? Alright.
Correct. Player one, back to you for our next
Brutus
selection.
for 16.
Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Cassius?
Yeah.
Alright.
Please pick again, player one.
Calling All Angels for 16.
Pie Jesu, sung by this young Welsh lass with the voice of an angel, has sold millions worldwide.
I don't know.
Here's what we were looking for. Charlotte Church.
Charlotte Church, okay.
Player one, picking. This 1950s Yankee manager said of a pitcher, he don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't chase women, and he don't win.
I don't really know it, but definitely
It's
sounds
player
funny.
one.
I'm just gonna guess who was Billy Martin. Shouldn't have buzzed in, actually, but I don't know. Just like this clue.
Sorry.
Yeah, not surprised I was wrong.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I know I'm in a group of some sports fans, so I probably know the answers to like all these quizzes. I'm just not a sports guy.
Here's the correct response. Casey Stengel.
Casey Stengel, okay.
Player one, you pick again, please.
Sports coach, you know what? Since I already got the two daily doubles, I'll actually just play normally. Especially since I'm not really a big fan of these categories. Who? Sports coach 4.
Johnny Logan. We're honoring one of the all-time greats in baseball. Stan the Man, him. He's immoral. Okay, player one.
Who is Stan Smith? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player three?
Stan Musial?
That's right, way to go. Choose again, player three.
Sports coach 800.
This Hall of Fame 1970s Reds catcher was thinking about making a comeback until I pulled a muscle vacuuming. Yes, player one.
Who is Joe Morgan? No.
Any other
I
takers?
don't think it's Pete Rose.
Let's hear it, player two. That is
Johnny Bench, yeah, that's
You're
what
out of
I
the
would have said next for sure.
You again, player 2.
All right, we're finishing out sports quotes.
He made Bartlett's with, "If people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them." Yes, player 1.
Who is Yogi Berra? All right.
Select again.
Let's finish up calling all angels.
It follows hark in the first line of a 17th century hymn. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is angels we have heard on high? No.
That's wrong. Anyone else?
My gut just keeps steering me the wrong way.
Okay, player 3.
The herald angels sing.
Right. And you're back into some money. You get to pick again, player 3.
That's probably what I would have said next to.
Let's take
Anyway.
it over to Kelly.
2 or more circles that have the same center point are said to be this, from the Latin for together center.
It's player 1.
What is concentric?
Yes. Player 1, back to you.
800 ends in U.
An Eastern spiritual leader or a recognized leader in a field. Player 1.
What is a guru? Yeah, that definitely made sense when I read it.
Player 1, pick again.
Brutus for 12.
This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son.
Don't know this one.
It's player 3.
Who is Plutarch? Okay.
Right. Player 3, you pick again, please. He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Yes, player 1.
Who is T.S. Eliot?
Sorry, that's
No.
Any other takers?
I don't think it's Shakespeare, though.
Here's the correct response. William Shakespeare.
Oh, it was Shakespeare.
We return to you, player 3.
That didn't really seem to make sense to me, but
In
okay.
this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. Player 1.
What is Canterbury Tales? No. Maybe it's Inferno?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 3.
Yeah.
Correct. Player 3, back to you for our
Founding
next
Fathers,
question.
800.
At age 15, he was a bell ringer at the Old North Church. 25 years later, he told the church sexton to light 2 lanterns. Okay, player 1.
Who is Paul Revere? All right. Finishing up Founding
Player
Fathers
1.
for 1200.
He served jointly with William Hunter as Postmaster General of the colonies from 1753 to 1761. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is... I don't think it's Nathan Hale. Who is Ben Franklin? All right. Because I remember at the last second that John Hancock was also only like a teenager when that would have happened. Ends in U for 12.
From the Old French for bundle, it's the bundle of clothing and linens a bride collects for her marriage.
Don't know.
Here's the response we were looking for. A trousseau.
Trousseau, okay.
Choose
400
again,
friends
player
in
1.
U.
Both Roy Orbison and Linda Ronstadt sang about a blue one. Yes, player 1.
A blue caribou? No.
Nope. Anyone else care to try to come up with the
Well,
correct response?
if Katie wants to be in Final Jeopardy, she's going to have the buzz no matter this clue or the next. No, so the next clue is going to be Katie's last chance to be in the game.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue.
Map turns for
A
12.
pair of angles that add together to make a straight line are called this type of angle. Player 1?
What is supplementary?
Yeah!
All right. Well, I got it before Katie, so she's not going to be around for
Sorry,
final.
player 2. Looks like you will
All right.
not be continuing.
I didn't
on
really
to
gain
Final
that much from
Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy. It wasn't that great of a round, but nonetheless, it is still a runaway game, and I am going to
Final
continue my
Jeopardy
run,
round
so that's the
here for
important
you,
thing.
and today it features this category. Sports business.
More sports, come on.
You need to select your wager.
You know what? Just to make sure that I at least win with 10 grand guaranteed, I'm just going to bet $29.35.
Each direction on the plus control.
At least if I get this
represents a
wrong, I'm still going to win
different
the game.
response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's your final Jeopardy clue. In 1993, this man said, "What Phil and Nike have done is turn me into a dream."
I'm going to say who is Michael Jordan. But if I'm wrong, I'll still win with $10,000 no matter what.
What did you put as your response?
He said Pete Sampras.
Sorry.
No, it was not
Your
Pete
response
Sampras.
will drop your score by...
So Samuel will lose almost everything.
Did you come up with the correct response?
I picked Michael Jordan.
How
All right,
many
it's
did you
right.
total with that
Nice.
Correct response.
I bet $29.35, which will take me to $15,870.
You've come out ahead as our champion, player 1.
All right. So $15,870 that game.
We'll see you next
Definitely nowhere near as impressive as my last big win, but that's okay. I still won the game, which is the most important thing. So hold on, let me do some quick math here. $15,870, which means add 15 to the 119 and 870 to the 14. That would be $134,884. So my 3-game winnings total is $134,884. Once again, as always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all for Game 4 whenever I get around to it. This has been Nick signing out. Take care, everybody.